When they started CPR, they realized we don't have a pulse. I was clinically dead for a few minutes. I was really asymptomatic. Both my parents are 83 years old, and my grandparents lived close to 98 years old, so I had no idea that I had coronary heart disease. And Jacob, at the time, was 6 years old, and the day that I was discharged, his grandfather, who was with us at our house, was in an ambulance going to the hospital to have 5 casts put in. So here's a kid who had seen a lot of trauma, had seen in his family of how heart disease impacts his life, that he felt compelled to help others.
Hi, it's Jacob. It's that time of year for Jump Rope for Heart. This year I'm trying to raise more money for people that do not have healthy hearts. My dad and my grandpa did not have healthy hearts. Now they do. Thank you. Who wouldn't do it? It's like helping kids that don't have great lives because they live in a hospital all day.
Out of the many ways that people could invest their money, I think research is one of the most healthy and useful ways, because it's like there's no better richness than the one that's obtained by knowledge. What I'm trying to understand is why genetic change, like why the genetics of some people are predisposing them to have heart disease. Apart from the funding, which is of course a very important part of it, I feel like the American Heart Association is very important for us as scientists, as it is a way to see how our science impacts people. I think a very small change can make a difference for millions of people.
As a stroke survivor with aphasia, as many of you may well appreciate it, to be able to talk to you is amazing. The thing is, the American Heart Association is going to cut the deaths by stroke and heart disease by 20% by 2020. That is a significantly large number. That's 1 million people. 1 million people who now they're going to be alive. That's amazing.
This is the inside of the ambulance. This is my lab. It's my human lab. We know that stroke needs to be treated within the first 4.5 hours of having symptom onset. We've done a couple of research projects on this. We've looked at dispatch systems and their algorithms for recognizing stroke. Without the American Heart Association and their funding, young investigators like us would not be able to pursue the dreams that we have.
I have a long history of cardiac and stroke problems, and my kidneys failed. I underwent heart and kidney transplant, and after the transplant my health improved drastically. I forgot when I saw my wife smiling and laughing last, and it's so nice. It gives me such a pleasure to be healthy and see her smiling.
Research, it's all encompassing. It's not something that we do in a silo. We're collaborating with large numbers of people, both the clinicians who deal with the patients, as well as our students who do the work and our postdocs. When a person gets a transplant, the immune response is really primed to attack foreign things. So I was at a critical point in my research where we had discovered that a very small RNA, a microRNA, is very important in regulating this immune response. And we're studying that with the funds of the Heart Association. And we really hope that this will lead to better drugs to control rejection and lead to a better quality of life.
I had a perfectly normal pregnancy. When she was about 12 hours old, they came in and said, you know, she's kind of, your daughter's a little cold.
HLH stands for hypoplastic left heart, and this is a condition where children are born missing one of the pumping chambers of the heart, the one that pumps to the body. And some years ago, with the support of the American Heart Association, we made a discovery that the problem that was fatal could be completely reversed within a few months, and then people could go on and live a normal, productive life. It was a pleasure to have Katie in our laboratory doing science. I knew that she had a congenital heart defect, and so that made it special for her to be in our lab studying congenital heart disease. But it wasn't until several weeks after she was in the lab that over a casual conversation I found out that she in fact had this same procedure that I had pioneered.
Oh my goodness, I'm alive because of this person right next to me, and I don't know if I want to cry or be happy, or it was amazing.
So it was a pretty emotional experience for me to see before me somebody who otherwise would not have been before me.
She's just a miracle, and so it's a cause very close to me. I mean, heart disease. My late husband died of heart disease. My father died of heart disease. But when it's your child, it doesn't get any more close to you than that. Katie Blue, my daughter, she's absolutely my why.
My wife's smile is why.
The why I do my research is all these people are fighting every day for heart disease and cardiovascular disease.
My grandparents are my why.
My why is my family, and my why is why I think I can help others to do more CPR, have healthier lifestyles, and have an impact on people's lives.
Life is why, research is why.